What's up, my beautiful butterflies? It's the Awakened Butterfly here, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is taking care of themselves spiritually, mentally, and physically. Today, I want to come through and drop a very important video for you guys today. I was up thinking about this last night, about all the things that I've experienced when I was being gang stalked. So I wrote a couple of things down that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. And because some of the things that I feel like I was experiencing, I was like, am I crazy or is this really happening? Because a lot of things that I was honestly discussing with the people that were around me, they were saying that they wasn't seeing it or it wasn't going on. But me personally, I felt like I know that I was experiencing these things and that they were really going on. So I'm going to share some of the things that I've been experiencing with you guys. And I want you to let me know down in the comment section, have you or anyone that you know uh, have ever or are currently experiencing these things and feel that they are being gang stalked as a targeted individual. Okay, sign number one. You will have a large rate of traffic outside of your home. Like you can hear horns blowing, sometimes the radio's up loud, or just, passing by like a high rate of traffic. And once you go outside, it's like majority of the cars are the same color. And sometimes, and I know I'm about to sound really crazy when I say this, but sometimes, guys, when I go somewhere, it seems like the cars are matching the same colors of the clothes that I'm wearing. Or I've also went somewhere and it seems like a group of people are wearing the same thing that I have on. I don't know. It's things that I've actually experienced with the human eye, but some people I say this to, they're looking at me like, what? That sounds crazy, but it is what it is. Um, sign number two. You feel like a stranger is following you. You feel like you're being followed by someone that you don't even know. Um, I have actually went through a situation where I've worked somewhere and I knew for a fact that one of my employees were following me all the way home. This was years ago, but they followed me all the way home, and once they got to my street or whatever, they just kept going. But they were on my street, but they just kept going down the street. But they kept looking at my home, so that was kind of weird. But I mean, they turned down every street I turned down. They literally followed me all the way home. It was really weird. But guys, if you feel like someone is following you, it's probably because someone is following you. You can't see them, but I mean, it's one of those things that a lot of people don't understand. And I kind of feel weird, but I shouldn't feel weird talking to you guys about it because you guys understand me. But honestly, outside of talking to you guys, no one else understands these things. They think that something's wrong with me. They think that I'm seeing things. They think that I'm crazy, but I'm not. And I know that you guys understand. Sometimes the cars are either all black or it's like either a black car, SUV, or a white van. Those are two vehicles that I have been seeing for years when I have been feeling gang stalked by someone. Those were usually the cars that I felt were following me. Um, the the strange cars also that you will also see sometimes strange cars in front of your home, and mostly when I seen or near my home, like someone was watching me. And I don't know if you guys remember in the previous video I did, well, I say the video I did about gang stalking being used as a weapon in spiritual warfare. That video, I was talking about how the hotel that I was staying in, um, when I was in the midst of moving into my apartment, at nighttime there were strange trucks that would just pull up in front of my hotel door, like right across, and just sit there and watch for periods of time. And I thought my eyes were deceiving me, but they were. Um, the strange cars are usually at night where I see them, or the wee hours of the morning, like before the sun rises. I would see, strange vehicles or whatnot, but not all the time. But every once in a while, I would see that. Another sign is the constant phone calls from strange numbers. Um, I have gotten phone calls from numbers that if I answer them, sometimes I will hear breathing in the phone or like someone was holding the phone. I've even heard whispering before. I would just hang up. That's been like, it happens often on like every blue moon, but often I would get these phone calls. I don't even answer the phone calls anymore because I've had this new rule: if I don't know the number, I'm not answering. That's just it. And pretty much my family that I stay in contact with, they do have my number. So if they need me, they know how to reach me, and I do know their number. So I do, the people that I need to talk to, I do know who they are. I am aware of their phone number. But I do get a lot of random weird phone calls very, very often. And I feel like they are a sign of gang stalking. Um Also, now this sign right here, guys, this is the one that, please comment down in the comment section below and let me know if you've ever witnessed this. Okay. I have been around people before that I have started to get um a eerie feeling about. And I felt that they were an informant after a certain amount of time. And they would do these certain hand signals when they talk to me, like rub their eye constantly, like, or do this, like a lot of hand signals, or do their ear this way, like if they're out talking to me or around other people. And I was like, is there something wrong with me? Am I experiencing a false reality, or is this person making hand gestures and signals like they're talking to somebody? I'm looking around, or communicating with somebody. I'm looking around like, who are you, communicating with? But honestly, I let one person know that I was aware of, not of what they were doing, but I questioned. I was like, why do you keep, rubbing your eyes? Everything okay? Or, and they did kind of get upset with me about, like, what do you mean my eye is itching? But in my mind, I'm like, every time I say something or certain thing, it just kind of freaked me out a little bit. And it was someone close to me, so I had to ask. It was just kind of weird. Um, these are signs of informants. I've come to realize when you are talking to people and they are doing these weird things. Now, I'm not saying that a person's eye is not going to itch or anything like that. That's a normal part of life, but you will know if a person is rubbing the corner of their eye from it itching, or if they're trying to get someone else's attention around you. I hope this doesn't sound silly, guys. I really don't, but I'm just sharing a lot of my experiences with you guys, and I hope that someone can relate to me, so we can all be on the same page here. But just let me know, guys. I'm pretty sure someone has experienced this as a target individual, not just me. Another sign that I hope you guys don't think that I'm being just out there with when I say that I've experienced this as a sign. Hold on, let me take a drink of water before I say this. Are you ready, guys? I sound a little silly saying this. I hope not, but I really feel like it's a true sign because I've experienced it more than once, and it is coughing. Yes, coughing. Coughing. I have been in conversation with people, the same people that I've seen do these body gestures, the hand over the third eye, constantly rubbing the head over the third eye, the pulling the ear, the constantly rubbing the corner of the eye. I've even had some people say, "Wow, my eye's itching," and they just keep, because I guess they didn't know how to play it off too well, but I saw right through it. Um, I've also saw through the fake coughing. Like if I'm in the middle of conversation, um, and with certain people, even if you meet them out in public or if you just randomly having a conversation and they do this fake, and you know a real cough from a fake one. You see how fake my cough sounds just now, like come on now, like I've experienced people really doing that and they didn't. It wasn't even a real cough, and it's so obvious that they're informants. I'm like, really? So, guys, just watch out for that. Um, Coughing is a sign that an informant does to not only let other gang stalkers around them become aware of your conversation and their way of communicating with them, but also to irritate and harass the targeted individual. Because I don't know if you guys experienced it or not, but I have, and it's very irritating. I'm talking about something important. Oh, and they really do it when you're trying to express a problem, something that's really wrong that you've become acknowledged about, and you try to speak on it. The coughing becomes more frequent. Trust me. They're discussing something very important. It's like, and it's not even real. A real cough. Like, if it's a real cough, you would know it. But it's not. The coughs that I've experienced when I'm being gang talking and expressing something really important, they're not real. It's to the point where I've even offered a certain person a cough drop before. And it was really out of sarcasm after I realized what they were really doing. Okay. The last sign that I would like to discuss with you guys, and this is one of my favorite ones because this is the one that I always find myself in a debate with gang stalkers, and that is the truth not adding up. Now, guys, I have been in several situations where I have experienced things and I've spoke out about it, and it seems like, and the things that I have visualized through experience and with the human eye, as well as the other people around me, because they're there with me. Everyone would act like they didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't hear. They didn't hear what I heard. They didn't see what I saw. And even if they did, they didn't see the severity in the situation to make me respond the way that I did. It's even gotten to the point to where someone will accuse you of being mentally ill or a negative person or just or sick. Like, are you okay? Are you feeling well today? Like, is everything okay with you? You seem a little off today. Like, what's wrong? You know, and what's even worse, everybody around is agreeing with this. And deep down, they know that it's not the truth. Um, I have even had people to erase the truth and invent a new situation that never even occurred. And the more you disagree with these people, the more crazy you are, the more sick you are, the more mentally ill you are, the more negative you are. Um, these are some of the best actors and actresses in the world. The facial expressions are not even off. Everybody's looking around like, what's her trip? What's her problem? But it's gotten to the point with me where I've gotten really strong with dealing with these type of people, and I am really quick to call them out right there when it's happening. And I'm like, it's to the point where now I'm like, look, I know what's going on. I'm not about to sit here and let you make me believe that this is not happening when it is. you're also not about to tell me that I said something or did something that I know I did not say or do. I've even had people do that to me. You did say that the other day. You don't remember the other day when you said, no, that wasn't me. That was, and I will tell them that must have been someone else that you were talking to. Because it got to the point to where when these things were happening a while back, I would really go home and question myself like, did I do that the other day? I started accusing myself of having memory loss. Really? Like you really I really feel like it's important that we know these signs and know these things so we will not let anyone or give anyone room to place a false judgment upon us, to place a false reality in our world, and to try to pull um, wool over our eyes and try to make us feel like we're going crazy, and it's not nice, and it's not fair, and it's not a good thing for people to do, but people do it. So the best thing for us to do is to stay aware and to know what they're doing when they do it, so we can be prepared for it and it won't affect us. Excuse me. I was at a party a few years back at, excuse me, my cousin had he had just got his first apartment and he had a housewarming party. And he had just met a new group of friends, and the people that he were hanging with, they gave me very, very, eerie vibes or whatever. And I kept telling, my cousin, I was like, something's weird here. He was like, oh, here you go. You're acting like an old lady. You need to loosen up. You're too young for that. Ooh, have a little fun. I was like, no, I'm serious. Something's wrong. He was like, what's wrong now? It's always something with you. And I'm like, and then that type of stuff too, that's a form of gaslighting. Like when people say those type of things, that too will make you, question yourself, because you don't want to appear annoying, to people. You don't want to be the one that nobody wants to come. Well, now I don't care, but at first, I used to try to tone it down because I'm like, I don't want to be the one that nobody wants to come, that nobody wants around, or they think I'm weird, or. But now I stand in my truth and I don't care what anyone thinks. Well, back to the story. So, I think, even at the time, a lot of things they were doing were becoming so obvious. Like, my cousin had just met these people. They had started coming to his house every single day, and at I mean early in the morning, like early, knocking on the door, like, and I'm like, how are you going to handle business and be productive when there's a group of people hanging out at your house every day, all day? Like, don't they have anything to do? Like, it was just getting to the point where I'm like, okay, whatever. And I noticed that these people were very short tempered, problematic. They had a lot of problems amongst themselves as a family, and I noticed that they had a lot of things going on with other people, and I just kind of seen, my cousin being around them going left due to those things, and I wasn't being judgmental upon them because they never done anything wrong to me at first. They seemed like sweet people, so I didn't place judgment upon them. I just was peeping the signs, like they're calling early in the morning. Are you up? What are you doing? I'm about to come over there. Like trying to hang out all day, sitting around all day. Well, I'm about to go handle business. Well, I'll take you to run your errands. Where do you need to go? Like, I can take myself to run my errands or whatever. I don't need you. But he was never saying anything, so I'm like, okay. So as time went on, some weird things started to happen. He had a party, and there was alcohol involved, and one of the people that he had there, I don't know if they couldn't hold their alcohol. I really don't know, but um, they were really getting out of pocket and being very disrespectful and belligerent and things of that nature. And I was, I pulled my cousin to the side. I was like, "Are you going to address this?" He was like, "There's nothing going on. There's nothing going on." But these people are arguing. They're throwing beer. They're being loud. It's late at night. But my cousin didn't see a problem, with that. So he started to date one of the people out of the group. And the person didn't tell my cousin that they were involved with someone already, that they were just on a break from that person, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. And the girl's sister had gotten upset with her one day, and she said in front of me, she said, "Well, she's involved with somebody anyway. She already has a boyfriend, and he's gonna try to come over here one day, and saying he's gonna come try to start a conflict with my cousin or whatever." And I'm like, really? Wow. So I tried to tell my cousin about it. He didn't believe me. He told me that the girl didn't tell me that. He told me I was bipolar and I needed to take a chill pill. So, um, one particular day, someone beat on the door really loud, and the girl was there, and she went to the door, and she was like, oh my god, my boyfriend's outside." And that guy, I was there that day. When she said that, my heart dropped into my stomach, because now it's confirmed that what her sister was saying was really true. And my cousin was like, "Well, don't open the door. You said he next time he saw you, you know, because she finally had said, right when she said, she's like, 'Oh my God, that's my boyfriend. He's gonna try to do something to me.'" He was like, "Well, why didn't you tell me you had a boyfriend?" So she she opened the door and peeked out, and he pushed it really hard, like he tried to push the door open. And she's like, "Oh no, no!" And she tried to push the door shut, and he said her boyfriend kind of pushed through the door, and he was like, "You know what? I'm not even gonna fight over you. I'm just gonna come here and get what really belongs to me." And he he said, "I have an extra set of keys." And she said, "You're not taking my car. You're not taking my." So now my cousin's like, "That's not your car," and it was just so much confusion, so much confusion. So now my cousin, he's, has to watch his back out for this guy. It's just a lot going on. But my cousin eventually tried to run to her rescue on another incident where she got involved with another guy, and he put his hands on her, and my cousin went to help her, and he got arrested. So, bottom line is, I was trying to explain to my cousin everything, even to the point where telling him that her own family was confirming things, and he wasn't listening. So it took for him to get arrested in order to know that these weren't the type of people that he should have been around. So it just goes to show you guys, sometimes, we let wanting to have fun or meet new people, like the excitement of meeting new people and having a new adventure and having fun, blindside us to the possibility of getting involved with the wrong people. And I'm not saying that there's not good people out there, you shouldn't, make friends and have fun. But the way the world is now, you have to be very, very, very careful. There's a lot going on, and it's hard to trust people, and we have to be consciously aware of what's going on around us, because where there's gang stalking, there's also sex trafficking and kidnapping and a lot of other unsafe acts going on out there that we have to be aware of. So with that being said, guys, I hope that this video really helped someone and informed someone about, well, confirmed some things. And with that being said, I will catch you in the next video. And I love you guys so much. And to all of my new supporters and older existing supporters, I love you guys very much. And every view, every like, every comment means so much to me. Peace and love, guys.